Norway, April 1940. The peace of the snowy landscapes has been shattered by the roar of engines and the shadows of paratroopers as Nazi Germany invades Norway. As the German forces push north, we find ourselves in a desperate race against time. We must guide King Haakon VII through the rugged terrain of southern Norway, going north with the goal to evacuate to Great Britain. We need to maintain the king's willpower and the morale of the Norwegian people while the Germans advance, occupying town after town. Every decision we make could be the difference between liberty and capture. Today's playthrough is a preview of Crown and Courage, a game based on real events from the Second World War. It is made by the same designer, Petter Schanke Olsen, who made the fantastic solo game Halls of Hegra. The publisher Tompet Games will have a Kickstarter coming up for the game very soon, and I will leave a link to that in the description when it's live. This is a teaching playthrough, so by the time we finish, you will know everything you need to know to start playing. Welcome to the board game cabin. My name is Eric. As you can see, I've already prepared the setup. I placed the main board in the center, and here you can see the map of southern Norway. We have Oslo down here in the bottom, and the Germans have just landed their forces outside. Our king begins in the sector above Oslo, and we have some Norwegian troops close by. The goal is simple but challenging. We win if we manage to get the king to the freedom space on top of the map. Believe me, this game is very difficult to win, but if we manage it, the measure on how well we did is the number of gold reserve cards that we have successfully evacuated. And there's a lot of ways to lose in this game. The Germans will hunt us. We lose the game immediately if all towns are destroyed. We have 5 towns here. They're also on the map. We have Oslo, Hamar, Elverum, Nybergsund, Rena, and the freedom space in the top. If the king loses all of its willpower down here, indicated by the green cubes, we also lose. And if we run out of these pressure cubes, we lose as well. We also lose if the Germans would occupy a town while the king is in a sector below that town, or if the king is inside a town when it becomes destroyed. The map is divided into 8 sectors, and they are divided in different colors like this. Each sector is sliced up into different spaces. We start with 5 troops in our army supply up here, and the Germans have 6 in their boat down here. We start with 3 orders here in today's plan. Evacuate always start on the top, and these 2 have been randomized from this recruitment bag. Up here we have our order of operations, and these are the 4 resolve pieces that we will use in this grid below. And we also have the German quick response die here, and we have the momentum set to 2. And I also randomized this grid with 6 army orders for us, left and below, and 6 German orders, which starts with this number 1 side up. And I don't know what is below these tiles. Down here we have the population pool filled with 6 dice that all starts on 1. The sabotage pool starts with no dice, but we have 1 die here in the evacuation pool, starting also with the 1 side up. I also prepared the danger and morale track down here, and I prepared the occupation tiles up here. I also prepared the pressure cubes over here and the willpower cubes down here. I also put the 7th army order here on an extra push tile. I will use these orange later for stage 7 of the game. We will be able to upgrade our orders, and that is what these upgraded order tiles are for. On the side here we have our action deck, we have our collaborator deck, and we also have the German demand cards over here. And we also start with 1 action card in our hand. We have the bombing die, the chaos tiles, and some German symbol markers here for the chaos tiles. I haven't explained every little detail of setup, so be sure to follow the steps and you will be fine. I know this looks complicated at first, and it is a lot to take in, but don't worry, I'll explain everything as we go. We'll start with our first turn. Each of our turns follow a strict order of operations, and it is well illustrated on the board. We start with today's plan, then we're going to order of operations, then we go down here to the German main response, then we go to number 4, execute orders, then we go to number 5, report. If this grid here is not full, we will actually go back and start with today's plan again. So the main part of the game is going from 1 to 4. But when this is full, we will go to German demands over here, then down to an extra push, and end the round by a new day dawns. I will display an arrow that points on the stage you are in, so you can easily follow along. And we begin with phase 1, today's plan. If this was not our first turn, we would slide them down and refill in from the top with 1. But we skip this step and go straight into choosing one of these 3 tiles in our display. If we take the order here in the middle, we would have to pay 1 stress. So we would go up 1 stress here on the danger track, which is not good. If we take the one furthest up, we had to discard 1 card from our hand. We're going to choose this Sabotage tile, mainly because it's the only free tile to take. And in this game, you really need to save your resources. All these tiles have an army order on the back, and we can always, if we can't do the Sabotage, we actually have to flip this to an army order. Army orders are the basic orders that we can do, and I will explain it shortly. But we will take this Sabotage tile and place it down here in our grid. And I'll start in the left lower corner. This tile now becomes our primary order, so we place this yellow resolve piece right on top of it. And now we move to phase 2, order of operations. Now we need to decide if we're going to do the horizontal or vertical column that contains our primary order. Let's pick the vertical, doesn't matter much now. So I put this frame order, as you can see here. That is only when you put something on a frame. If we had a tile here, we would put this support piece on it. But now we will only have our primary order and our frame order. Our frame order here will let us resolve an army order in addition to our Sabotage order. And this leads us to phase 3, which is the German main response, which is essentially how the Germans fight back. The Germans resolve any of their action tiles that intersect with our primary order. So we have this one and this one intersecting with our primary order, which is the yellow one. They resolve in ascending order. So you see the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. So we'll start with flipping this. And when it's the first turn, while flipping this 1 to the revealed side, we will actually only resolve this once. So we simply gain 1 stress here on the stress meter, going up to 7 stress. This stress meter works like a timer for the game. If we get to the top, we will lose one of these green willpower cubes. If we lose all of these willpower cubes, we lose the game. So managing our stress levels is critical to win. And I will explain more about this stress and threat track later. Then we resolve this one, also intersecting with our primary order. We have the German reinforcements. When the German reinforce, they put a new German regular troop on the space that is beneath the frontmost one. You can see a little arrow here leading up. There's arrows here leading up all the way to the freedom space. No, actually only way to the arena space, because the Germans win if they take all the towns. So this one is in front now, so the German troop will be added in the back here. If no Germans are on the board, they place the troop on the frontmost occupied town. If their supply is empty, they would resolve a move action instead, moving forward. And I will explain the move action soon. And from now on, these two German orders are flipped. And now, from now on, they will resolve once for every German symbol revealed in its line. So if this was already open like this, the stress action would have been resolved twice going up there. But because this is turn 1, they are on this side, and they will only be resolved once. Now when the Germans have had their say, we move on to phase 4, execute orders. And this is where we actually perform the actions on our resolve pieces. We can resolve these in any order. And now we only have the sabotage order and the army order to resolve. Let's start with resolving the sabotage order. So we put this back here in the primary, and the sabotage action is neatly explained here. We can choose one of these 4 different options. We can add one of these dice to the sabotage pool, which is recruiting. We could train recruits, increasing all die in the sabotage pool by the amount of steps that our loyalty says here. So if we are on loyalty 1 on the morale track, so we would increase this 1 to a 2 if we already had that one and we chose to train recruits. We can also send our saboteurs out. You're on your own now, good luck. Then we place one of our dice on a German order like this. This will actually block, the next time this stress is activated, it will block it going down to 1 like that, which is really good. And we can also smuggle supplies, which is our last option. We can increase 1 die in the grid by 1 step. So if we had a 1 here, we could increase it to a 2. Now, the only option we have is to recruit, so I will add 1 die from the population pool to the sabotage pool when doing the recruit action. Then we can perform this army order. Every Norwegian tile is double-sided, as I said, so we could have placed this and you just made 2 army orders. When we resolve an army order, we can choose between 2 options for each icon shown on the tile, and we only have 1 here. We can mobilize or move. And mobilize allows us to take 1 Norwegian troop and put it in one of these mobilization centers that is empty. So I could not put it here because this one is already filled with 1, but I could put it here, or I think this one is also filled, so I couldn't put it there. I could put it up here or there. And the second option we have is to move. We can then shift 1 single Norwegian troop or an entire army. Armies are when there are more than 1 troop on a space. So we can move these troops 1 space, but only orthogonally. We can't move diagonally. And we are strictly forbidden from entering space with German units or towns that are currently being bombed or occupied. I think we will mobilize here to this empty mobilization center. Then we go to phase 5, which is report. If this grid is not full, we actually go back to step 1, today's plan. And as I said, 90% of the game will be looping 1, 2, 3, 4. When the grid is full, we essentially reset the grid, and I will explain it when we are there. After the grid is reset, we will do phase 6, 7, and 8 as well, where the Germans will put extra pressure on us to surrender, and I will explain that when it happens. The grid is not full, so let's go to our second turn. We'll go to today's plan. And now we start by sliding these ones down, and then we take this recruit bag and we mix it thoroughly. And we put this one on top. Oh, wrong way. That's the fire order. So now we have the choice of these 3 again, and I think we will just take rest because it's the free one. Remember, if we take in the middle, we have to pay stress. And if we take this fire order, we have to discard our only card here. So, and I want to save this card. So I'll take this rest and I put it into the grid. And let's put it up here. We put the yellow, go into order of operations. So we always put this primary order cube on our primary order. And that's from today's plan. Now we go into order of operations and we choose if we want to activate the vertical line or the horizontal line. So the good thing now is if we were activate the vertical line, we have 3 orders that we can activate instead of 2 here. So I will actually put this support order on Sabotage and this frame order on army order. So we always have to go in a straight line. We couldn't do like this. And you may be wondering what this German quick response is. Soon we will actually be, when we have an order here, we have to put this out as well. Then we will unreveal this symbol here. And this makes us resolve a German quick response in this phase. Then we would just roll this dice. 5. We would resolve this order on 5. And we would also make a German move if the German momentum is over 0. So we would slide this down and perform a German move. So that is the German quick response, which is very scary. Okay, then we move on to the German main response. The Germans resolve the orders that are intersected with the primary order. So let's start with stress again. So we raise our stress once, and then we flip this one to see what they do. And the Germans will move. German regular troops follow, as I said, these arrows that go on the map all the way up to Rena. And this is called the highway. They only move into a space with our troops or the king if their strength is strictly higher than ours. If it's equal, they stay put. And I haven't talked about strength yet, but basically every troop is 1 strength, and every one of mine is 1 strength. This white king is actually 0 strength, but we will be able to upgrade it to a black king later, becoming 1 strength. So the Germans will never go in if they are not superior to our strength. We don't have any paratroopers yet, but they will come in and they will actually always move towards the king, and they will move also diagonally like this. So they will not follow these arrows. They will just try to get the king as quickly as possible. They only move into a space with the king if the total German strength is higher as well. And now they will perform their move action. So these 4 will go up here, and these 4 will go to the space below. And now, because they moved into Oslo, they will occupy this city. An occupation is triggered when a German regular troop enters an empty, unoccupied town space. It also occurs if the Germans win a battle in an occupied town and have troops remaining after the battle. When resolving an occupation, we must follow these steps in specific order. So, if the king is in a sector below, we lose the game. The king is not in a sector below, it's in a sector above. We move all German troops in the sector below to the supply. For each Norwegian troop moved, we would actually resolve one of these sabotage actions, which is really good. Remove any bombing die, that's this die, from the city. There's not any bombing going on in Oslo right now. We remove one of the Germans from the occupying army, sorry. Then we move this topmost garrison tile to the occupied town. And we also resolve the revealed spaces here from top to bottom. So this is not great. So we have to lose one morale while going down here, one step. The Germans will also gain one momentum, which is these arrows. So going from 2 to 3 here. And we will also gain one of these collaborators to our hand. These cards represent Norwegians working with the enemy. We gain stress when these are added to our hand, equal to the amount of collaborators we have. So if we had 2, we would actually gain 2 stress. Now we only gain 1 stress. And we also lose morale if we discard these cards. You can see on this Royal Guard, we could at any time discard another card to guard the king. So we could discard this collaborator to play this Royal Guard, guarding king, lowering our stress with 2. But then if we use this collaborator to do it, we also lose 1 morale, which is not great. So collaborators are really annoying. Okay, so that was the German main response. Now it's us, so we can execute orders. Let's see what we have. We can rest, we sabotage, and do an army order, and we can do this in any order we want. So let's start with resting, go down 2 steps here. Then we will do a sabotage action again. And let's recruit again. We will add 1 die to the sabotage pool. Now we can resolve an army order, so we could either move or recruit here. But I think we will move this guy here to defend this space a little bit more. Or maybe it's better to defend the king. I will actually move this guy to defend the king instead. Because I'm a little scared that any of these are paratroopers. Paratroopers will go behind our enemy lines. Okay, back to today's plan. We slide these down, take the recruit bag, take random tile, and in this bag there are 9 of these tiles, and there's also 1 of these chaos tiles. As usual, I will take the free one here, not to lose stress. So take this evacuate, and I will place it here in the middle, I think. Yes, let's do it like that. Then we put this order of operations cube on it. And then we go into order of operations. Now we have to choose if we're going this horizontal line or this vertical line from the primary order. And I want to do as much orders as possible here. So let's go like that. And now we resolve, when we go into the German response, number 3 here, we resolve this one first. So we flip this one. It's another reinforcement. So the Germans add 1 here. So there are 5 down here. then they would resolve this. They will resolve this move. And now you can see it will be resolved once. If it looked like this instead, it would be resolved twice. Because it's two symbols, German symbols there. Now they will move once, moving in here to our space with one Norwegian troop, and this will trigger a battle. A battle is triggered whenever a German troop enters the same space as our Norwegian troops, and these only moved in because the Germans had greater strength than ours. They had a strength 3 and we have a strength 1. If there are multiple battles to resolve at once, we always choose to handle the battle with the king first. It's important to note that the regular German troops are cautious. They will only move into a space with our units if their strength is strictly higher than ours. And each of our Norwegian troops has a strength of 1, and as does the German troops. Our king has a strength depending on the color. So the white king has a strength of 0, while the black king has a strength of 1. And we will be able to get the black king later in this stage 6 German demands. We can boost our defense by discarding action cards from our hand for their strength bonus that is visible down here in the lower corner. However, we are limited by the people's loyalty here. So we can only discard a number of cards equal to our current loyalty, which is 1. So we can only discard 1 card now. So when a battle begins, we have we have to choose one of 2 paths illustrated here on the board. We could retreat into the forest if we can't use cards to boost our strength, or if we just want to lose, we could retreat into the forest. Then we would remove 1 German. When we retreat into the forest, we remove 1 German that's in the space in the battle. We can also spend 1 morale to do a valiant defense, removing an extra German. Then we would move all of our Norwegian troops from the battle to the supply, and for each Norwegian troop lost, we would be able to resolve one of these sabotage actions. If the king was in the space, we would also have to do something called a forced escape, and it's explained here, and I will explain it if it happens. And then if they go into a town, we would have to resolve an occupation, of course. The other choice we can do is to give them hell. So the Germans will lose. We have to have strength equal or higher than the German strength. So in this case, we would need a strength of 3 to win, give them hell, and win this fight. We then do the same. We would remove 1 German. We had the option to do a valiant defense, removing 1 morale to remove an extra, and then we would move any remaining attacking Germans back to where they came from. And there's also something called a volunteer card that we don't have, and I will explain that when it happens. Okay, so we have 1 strength, they have 3. We could discard this Royal Guard to give us 2 more strength, winning the battle, which I think we will do. So let's discard this Royal Guard, getting 2 more strength. It has a special ability: if the battle is on the same space or adjacent to the king, gain 1. It's actually adjacent, so we overkilled a little bit here. Gained 4 total strength against the Germans 3. So we gave them hell here. We didn't have the volunteer card. We remove 1 of the Germans to the Germans' army supply down here. We could choose now to do a valiant defense, removing 1 morale here to kill 1 extra, and I think we will do that. Yes, let's do it. And then we would move this back to Oslo. And these 5 guys have also, of course, at the same time as the 3 down here moved up, these guys move up. So now we have 6 troops in Oslo, which is scary. Okay, now it's step 4, execute orders. And now we can rest, evacuate, and do an army order in any order we want. And I will start by resting here. So resting is just -2 stress, which is well needed. So let's go down 1, 2. It feels like I should have 1 more stress here. We have triggered the stress twice. So we started at 6, go up to 8, and then down to 6 again, I think. Yes. We haven't played anything to... We actually should have gained 3 stress from the Collaborator as well. Nah, but we have used this one as well. Twice. We've used that one once before. We started 6, 3, 2, yes, I think that's right. And then we go down to 5. Yeah, that was right. So we go down to 5. We will do our first evacuate order. And evacuate is the way that we move the king, which is crucial to winning the game. In the evacuate order, we can choose 1 out of 3 options. So it's similar to the sabotage action. We can do a new route, add 1 die to the pool from the population pool to gain, and then gain 1 stress per die in the evacuation pool. So if we would do that, we would add this and we'll gain 2 stress. We also have planned journey, which is increase all dies in the evacuation pool by 1 step. So if we have these 2 here, we would increase those to 2s. And then we have the final option, which is we have to move now. Move 1 space on the map for each die in the evacuation pool. Check for bonus. Yeah, I can explain that when it happens. We choose 1 die in the evacuation pool and gain stress equal to the threat level minus the number of pips on the die. Move the die to the population pool and then change the die value to 1. So if we had these 3 die here, and this one was a 2, say, I chose to have, we have to move now, then I take this one, we have a threat level of 3 minus 2, so we would gain 1 stress, go up of course, and this one would be put here. And we would move 3 steps with the king because we have 3 dice. But now we only have 1 die here, so I will actually do a new route. We'll add 1 die to the pool and gain stress equal to the amount of die in the evacuation pool. So we get 2 stress. 1, 2. And now we do an army order. So we could either move any of these or we could mobilize. I think we will just mobilize an extra guy there. And that is execute orders. Then we go to report. The grid is still not full, so we go back to today's plan. So these slide down. Please not the chaos tile. Yes. Upgrade. Just have to check if the chaos tile is in. Yes, it's in there. Let's continue our strategy of taking the lowest one here. So I'll take fire one, putting it down here. It's a primary order. We can now choose if we want to evacuate and do an army order or sabotage and do an army order. I think we need to evacuate pretty fast here. Yeah, let's evacuate. So put like that and this. And now the Germans will do reinforcement once because there's only 1 symbol here. So a German troop will be added to the space below the frontmost German troops, frontmost regular German troops. The second action is that they will do that again, so they have 2 down here. And now it's us, so let's start by firing. And this is a new order. Firing, we can shoot down a German troop, which is in the same sector as one of our Norwegian troops. So I will do that. I'll just take one of these in the front. Then we do the army order. We are 5 against 1 here, so this is scary, but I think we move this guy here to defend the king. And then we do an evacuate action. And I think we will actually we'll take a new route again. So we'll add 1 die to the pool and gain stress per die in the evacuation pool. So we go 1, 2, 3. So we're close to the danger zone here. So we have to rest a little bit more here in the upcoming turns. And now we go back to today's plan because the grid is not full. So slide these down. Take inspire. Repeat or upgrade. So upgrade lets us upgrade our orders to greater ones. And repeat lets us repeat an order in the row or column where this is. So that would be a really great rest, for example. We can rest a lot. We could also sabotage and fire a lot. And I'm a little bit scared what's in this and this space here. I know one of them is paratroopers, and one of them is threat, I think. Yeah, let's take repeat and we put it. The thing now is wherever we put it, the Germans will make a quick response and move once. So that is scary. They will go in here. They can actually move twice if they do the quick response to move. It would be nice to fire a little bit, actually. Or just rest. Let's try this. We'll put the repeat here. So the Germans won't actually move now. But because now when we go into orders of operations, I will put all of these cubes here, revealing this symbol. So now we will actually resolve a German quick response. So we have to roll this dice. 4. So we have to flip this up. And it will resolve the threat 1 step up. So the thing with the threat is when it reaches 8 here, it will go back to 3. But we will get 1 extra die to the German quick response, making their German quick response extremely much scarier. And also, this stress can never be below or on the same level as this threat level. So this is also the bottom of our stress meter. So that is not good at all. After resolving the die, if the momentum is above 0, we go down 1 and resolve 1 German move. So these 5 guys will go in to this space. And from now on, I will actually clump them together like this and display with a die how many they are, because the spaces are too small to fit that many in a visualizing way. So these 5 go up there and these 2 go to Oslo. And now we don't have any choice to give them hell, because we can't. We need to retreat into the forest. So we start by removing 1 German. We could spend 1 morale to remove 1 more. We are at the bottom of the morale track, if we would go down here, we would lose 1 stress, and we would gain 1 stress, and in effect losing 1 willpower here. So we don't want to do that. We'll move all the Norwegian troops from the battle to the supply, and we will resolve a sabotage order for each moved. So we could either increase these guys, send 1 out, or I will continue to recruit and add 1 die to the sabotage pool here for the future. So that was only the German quick response. Now it's the German main response. So let's see what they have here. They have, so we do everything that intersects with this here. And this is not good, because now they will have 2 paratroopers coming down. And paratroopers always come down in the sector above the frontmost German regular troops. So the German frontmost regular troop is in this sector, so the paratrooper will come in this sector on the indicated space. So 2 paratroopers come down here. And because there are 2 symbols in the line of the paratrooper here. The move, as you can see here, has no symbols, so we will not resolve this move now. That is scary. A lot of paratroopers. We need to take care of them in some way. It's not good at all. Okay, let's execute orders here. So we can repeat one of these. So we should rest. Should we evacuate twice? That's the question. I'm really scared about these paratroopers now. They will hunt the king down, which is not great. And next turn, these Germans will move in to the king as well. So we have to get out of here. Let's start with a rest, going down 2. 1, 2. Then we do an evacuate. And we'll plan the journey. Increase all die in the evacuation pool by 1 step. So 1 step, everyone goes to 2 here. And then we will do the repeat. And we will repeat the... Will we repeat the evacuation? Yes. Let's do that. We'll repeat the evacuation. And we have to move now. So we move 1 die, 1 space, we move 1 space on the map for each die. Let's wait a minute. Let's wait doing that. We'll do an army order first. And these 2 will go up here to Hamar. And now we will do the repeat of evacuate. So we have to move now. Move 1 space on the map for each die in the evacuation pool. So we have 3. So we can go 3 steps. We will gain stress equal to the threat minus the pips on the die that we choose. So I'll choose this one. We'll gain 2 stress. 1, 2. Because 4 minus 2 is 2. We move this die to the population pool, as I said. And now we also gain bonuses. So we gain 1 morale for every unit that we go into, Norwegian unit. We also gain 1 morale if we go into a town that is a normal town, that is not bombed. So moving in here, we will gain 3. We'll gain 1 stress, minus 1 stress, and we gain 3, 1, 2, 3 morale. And then we can go 2 more steps. I don't really want to go here, because if we go here, so we can go 1, 2, 3, then these paratroopers will move up next turn and destroy us. So let's make a gamble and going here. so they won't destroy us next turn. But I think we need to move again really soon. And that was our execute orders. So now we go back because the grid here is not full. We go back, we slide these starting by today's plan. Take one here. Oh no, it's the chaos tile. Oh, chaos tiles are the worst. So if we don't pick this chaos tile soon, next time this one will slide down and we will add one of these. Say we would pick this upgrade this turn. The next turn when they slide down, it will add one of these symbols. And if it slides down again, we'll add another symbol. And when we place it, maybe we'll have to place it. It will have extra symbols in the grid, which is terrible. It will also go back into the bag if we don't place it. So I'm seriously thinking about just placing the chaos now. Doing so, we have to discard this collaborator, so we would lose 1 morale as well, which is not great. Let's do it. Let's take this chaos tile and put it here. And then we have to discard this collaborator into the discard pile, losing us 1 morale. Now we're going to the order of operations, and I will choose this line, active line. This reveals the quick response, so the German will execute a quick response. Please don't be moved twice. 2, they will reinforce. So we have 3 Germans down here and 5 Germans up there. And they will also perform a move if the momentum is above 0. So these guys will move here. And these 3 will move here. And there are 2 paratroopers here, remember? That's so scary. They will move also. And they will move diagonally or up. And the golden rule in this game is to always do if two paths are to be chosen, you have to do the one that feels the worst for you. And I think the worst is if they go here for the future, so they will move up here. This is scary. So reinforcement won't be activated here, but the threat will be activated twice. So go up 1, 2 threat here. And that was the German main response. Now we go to execute orders. Chaos tile is nothing. Nothing happens when we resolve it. We will then fire, shooting one of these paratroopers, because we have this guy that is in the same sector. Remember, we couldn't shoot with these guys because they're in the sector below. We will then do an army order and move these guys up. Or should they stay in Hamar? Yeah, I'll move these guys up 1 step. And then we come to the evacuation. If we would to evacuate now, we would lose so much stress because the threat is on 6. So we would gain 4 stress, losing willpower. That is not great. But at the same time, we kind of have to, because these paratroopers will move in to the king, and we don't have any cards to defend. I think we have to move. I'm sorry, my willpower will be crushed here. So we'll have to move now. I will use a 2. We have 2 dice, so we can go 2 steps. I go 1, 2. Go into this place here to be defended against this Paratrooper. The bonuses, I went into Elverum, so I get -1. First we get 4 stress, so 1, 2, we lose willpower, 3, 4, because we had a 2 and the threat is on 6. And then we went into Elverum, so we get -1 stress, and we get 2 morale. We could here chosen to go to the right to get a card, but I really want to boost my morale a little bit more. That was not the greatest move, maybe, but I think we had to. So we don't have to slide down now because we took the top one. Let's take another tile in today's plan here. It's Strategize. That's the way to get cards. Upgrade is on the bottom here. Okay, I might have screwed up a little bit moving the king here, because now I can't mobilize from that spot because it's not empty. That's not great at all. Let's continue taking the lowest one here. Upgrade will go here. So now we can improve something later. Let's go with repeat and an army order. That won't trigger a quick response, which is good. Paratroopers will come down. And now they will not come down here, they will come down over here because it's in the sector above the frontmost German troop. Then they will have some reinforcements down here, going up to 4 Germans in this army. And now it's us. We can upgrade. Should we start with upgrading something? Yes. Let's upgrade evacuate. Or should we upgrade something? Nah, let's upgrade evacuate. So evacuate 2 lets us ignore the German main response if this is the primary order. So if the yellow cubes is on the evacuate, we actually don't do a German main response at all, which is really strong. So now we have the option to repeat upgrade or rest or evacuate. Rest, we would only be able to rest 1, not 2, because we can never go down further than the one above the threat meter here. So we can never go down here. We can only go down to 7. So I think I will just repeat upgrade. So I'll upgrade rest as well, or should I upgrade sabotage? Let's upgrade rest. 2, 3. Now we can do 1 army order, and I'm not sure what to do because I can't mobilize here. So I think I'll just move these ones down here. Then if they move, they have to go around. No, but I can't still mobilize here because the king is there. That's not great. And I can't move these ones in to any German. It was not good to put the king there. Shouldn't have done that. Guess I just mobilize up here. We need to get the king out. Okay. Today's plan. This is the last tile in the bag. Order. Order lets us play a card with 1 discount. So if we would have played this Royal Guard, we could have played it for free, guarding the king. And action cards can be played at any time in the game. Let's put this Inspire over here. Yeah, let's do like this. So German quick response is activated. 6 reinforcements. This troop go up to 5. And they also have 1 momentum left, so they will make a move action. Paratroopers will move into towns, but they will not trigger an occupation. So this one will go there. This one will go here. Sorry, paratroopers actually move after these regular troops. So let's start with these. They move into Hamar, occupying the town. So if the king was in a sector below, we would lose the game. Move all the Norwegian troops in the sector below to the supply. So we have 1 down there. And we can move, you do sabotage action. So we will train recruits, increasing these die by 1 step. Because our morale is 1. There's no bombing die in Hamar. We remove 1 of these German troops. So this go down to 4. And we move this to Hamar. Hamar is over here. Sorry. It's occupied. And we reveal the chaos tile here. So under this and this tile, there's a chaos tile as well. So this one goes directly into the bag. Oops. And now, no, I should have thought about this. Now we also resolve the revealed spaces on the track. So let's start with losing 1 morale. The momentum goes up. We get a collaborator. So we get 1 stress from the collaborator card. And then we flip the lowest number Norwegian to its German side. And that is where we are now. So this army order becomes a German order, which is morale -1. So that's not our order anymore. That was not very well calculated of me. So, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That hurt. And now is the German main response. The paratrooper will not be released, but they will increase the threat by 1 step. And the morale will not be executed either because there's no German symbols there. So we're going to execute orders. Okay, let's execute orders. We have inspire, repeat, and upgrade. Start with inspire. Or we could just upgrade inspire. Yeah. Let's upgrade inspire first to become better. So we get, inspire 2 becomes +2 morale instead of 1 morale, which is good. The first upgrade we can only improve level 1 to level 2, so we have to upgrade this for it to be able to upgrade this 2 to a inspire 3, for example. Let's inspire, go up 2 steps, 1, 2. And let's inspire again. Repeat the inspire, going up 1, and then we go to the right here, gaining 1 card. Volunteers. So if we win a battle using this card, we gain 2 morale. They also have 1 strength in battle if we use them. Sorry, I didn't move. These 2 were supposed to move as well. Well, these guys moved. Okay, let's do the last plan here. So now we will actually take this chaos tile, moving in there. That won't matter much though. So strategize, we'll take strategize. Don't have much choice to do here. Place it here. And I think we will resolve these ones. This will result in a German quick response because we took the 3rd thing there. So they will move. These guys are 3 now. They're not 4.
They'll go into battle here. So let's put them there. These guys will move up to Hamar. These guys will stay put because they won't attack here, but these guys will move here towards the king. And now we have a battle here. So I could choose to win this using my volunteers, or we could save that to defend against these guys. I will actually lose this deliberately. So we'll remove one German. Only 2 left. We could lose 1 morale here. So if losing morale when like this, we go to the one below like that. Should I do that? Yes. Let's do that. Kill 1 more. So there's only 1 there. Left. But we lost, so these 2 go to the supply, and we can do 2 sabotage actions. And I will train recruits. So we'll increase all die in the sabotage pool by the loyalty. So we start by 1s, increasing them to 4. And then the second time we increase them to 6. So now we have some really great trained saboteurs in our pool. Okay, let's go into execute orders. We do the primary, which is Strategize. Strategize is drawing 2 cards to our hand. We could have actually, could have won that, but nah. So we get a gold reserve. We really want to evacuate as many of these as we can. I have never focused on that because I think this game is hard enough. We also get a rescue mission. We can discard 2 cards to move 1 white die from the German response box to the population pool. And we can discard 3 to do the great escape, move all white dice from the quick response to the population pool. So that's great, and also has 2 strength, which is really good. Okay, let's rest or sabotage. It's time to sabotage. And now we will place a die on a German order. Which order is worst? I really don't like stress, so let's put it on stress. Then we rest. We can only rest 1. So down to 8, and then we can do an army order. I think I have to move this one down there. Okay, and now we come to report, and the grid is full. So now we start by following this regroup list that you can see here. So we start by move any chaos tiles from the grid to the chaos supply, which is over here, which is really good to get rid of this chaos tile. Is going back to the supply. We move any chaos tiles from the display into the bag. We remove any German symbols on it. So put this into the bag. We place the evacuate order in the top space of today's plan. We move all orders from the grid and the display into the bag. So these 8 go into the bag. We draw and place 1 order on each free space in the display. Redraw any chaos tiles. So, see here, we have order and repeat. Not the greatest starting tiles. That's unfortunate. We flip the lowest number Norwegian army to the German side, so they have extra reinforcements here. Then we go to phase 6, which is German demands. In this phase, we draw and resolve the top card of this demand deck. We must choose one out of 2 responses. So, let's see there. We have surrender. The Germans demand your surrender. Choose to decline or ignore. If we decline, we place the card in the decline box and resolve its specific text. If it's the first demand that we decline, we must switch from the white to the black king, and this one gives us 1 strength in future battles. If we choose to ignore, we place the card here and resolve these 3 things in the list here. We resolve 2 German reinforcement actions. We go down 1 morale per ignored demand, including this, and we would get pressure on the king. I think we will actually decline this surrender. So then we have to resolve the text. We have to spend 1 willpower plus X willpower equal to the amount of pressures we have on the king. So spend 1 willpower to remove. We remove all pressure. We don't have any pressure. We gain cards equal to the remaining willpower. We have 3 here, so we will actually gain 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. That is great. We got anti-air defense, which says fire at the German plane. So if we have any bombing, we can increase the value of the bombing die by 2, and I will explain bombing when it happens. Or we could call a Norwegian fighter plane, discarding 2 cards, remove a bombing die from a city. We got another gold reserve, so I'll place that with our other gold reserve. And we got the Norwegian infantry. We could either discard 2 to move Norwegian infantry, Norwegian troop 2 spaces, marching through the night. And we can discard 3 to do an ambush, removing X German troops from the sector. X is the number of Norwegians in the sector, and you may remove max 3. We also got these gold reserves that we can evacuate. If we discard 2, we can evacuate 1 of the gold reserves. We gain morale and lose stress. Or we can spend 3 cards to evacuate all our gold reserves, gain morale for each card we removed, and lower our stress for each card we removed, which is really good. The Germans also resolve bombing per declined demand. So now we will resolve the bombing. So if the bombing die is not on the map, it is placed on the town in the sector in front of the frontmost regular German troop. So this one is the frontmost one. So the sector in front is Nybergsund. So this bomb will be put here on a value of 4. Now, if the bombing happens again, if the die is already on the map, it will be decreased by 1. And if it ever reaches 0, that town will be destroyed. Like this. It will be bombed. Which is not what we are looking for here. So, because we also surrendered, our king will become the black king. So we now have 1 extra strength. Now we move on to phase 7, an extra push. This phase represents additional challenges from the German army based on the number of towns they currently occupy. And it follows 3 steps. If this tile in the middle still shows army order, we flip this tile, and this is only the first turn that we do this, so we'll have a move here. And we then collect 1 of these push cubes for every occupied town the Germans have. So they have 2, they have Oslo and Hamar. So we put 1 here in this box for reinforcements, and 1 here on the box below move here. We then check the track from left to right, and if a section is completed filled with cubes, so this reinforcement is filled, but this move is not filled because it needs more, we resolve this action. So we put that there and we resolve a reinforcement. So an extra German there, so they go up to 6, I believe. Yes. 6 Germans in Hamar. This one will stay, so next turn we will be able to resolve more German orders. Then we go to phase 8, a new day dawns. And in this final phase we resolve a number of army orders equal to our current loyalty level, which you can see here. So our current loyalty level is 2. So we can do 2 army orders. I will start with mobilizing, and then I will move that one down 1 step. And then we go to today's plan, back to the beginning. Okay, let's start a new turn by, I think actually we will take evacuate here, putting it in the middle. And remember my upgraded evacuate, we have no German response if this is the primary, so no German main response, which is great. So to do that I have to discard a card, and I think I will discard a gold reserve actually. Or should we discard the collaborator? Maybe we should. We discard... Nah. Yeah, let's discard the collaborator. We go down 1 morale by doing so. So in the order of operations, we will use this army order. There will be no German response because we have upgraded evacuate. We will go to execute orders. We will take a new route, add 1 die to the pool and gain 1 stress per die in the evacuation pool. So we get 2 stress, go up 2. We then resolve an army order. I think we continue to mobilize behind here. I'm thinking about removing this bombing die from Nybergsund with our anti-air defense, so we could move in there and defend it. Okay, so grid is not full, so let's go back to today's plan. Refill Sabotage in the top. Yeah, let's take repeat, put it here. So we have repeat as the main order, we have evacuate, and we have this army order. So now when we have this sabotage die here, instead of resolving stress, we just flip it down once for every German symbol. So down to 4. Then we resolve move once because it has 1 symbol there. These will stay put because we have 2 strength there. They have 2 strength here, so they will not go in when they are not in favor. Their strength is above. These guys move forward. Then we also... No, we don't have any more to resolve. Then it's us. I will evacuate. I will plan the journey, increase all die in the evacuation pool by 1 step. So increase this one and that one. Then we'll do an army order. Let's move this guy down here. Then we will repeat. And I will repeat the evacuation going and also planning the journey here. Going to 4 and 3 here. Okay, new today's plan. Fire. Let's take order. Place it here. We will, order is our main one. Have one support on repeat. We have frame order down here. So no German quick response. We will resolve this one once because we have one there. So 3. Resolve threat once. And now stuff happens. When this threat moves up to 8, we move 1 die from our population pool to the response box. So now the German quick response is much worse. Then we move this one down to 3, which is good. But we have this card called Rescue Mission that I will play soon to remove that die from the quick response. And that was all the German orders. So let's go to execute order. Let's start with doing that. We will play Rescue Mission. We need to discard 1 because we have order. We can have a discount of 1. So to play that, I will discard 1 Golden Reserve. And that get him back at all costs. Move 1 die from the German response box to the population pool. So we get that back there. Volunteers. I will actually repeat evacuate, but this time I will move on. So I move one of these. We will move 2 spaces. Sorry, I will actually do one thing before we do that. I will do the army order first, moving this army there. And you know why soon. Because now I will do the evacuate. And I'll take this die, we'll move 2 steps. This die, you remember this threat level minus this in stress increase, so we go up 0. These are always at 1, by the way, in the population pool. So we go 2 steps, 1, 2, so we're in the same here. We went into 4, there are 3 here. So we went into 4 Norwegian troops, so we will increase the morale by 4. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, drawing 2 cards. Another Norwegian infantry. Resistance fighters we haven't seen yet. It's a card to remove these collaborators, which is great. It has 3 different things. We can, for free, remove a collaborator from your hand to the top of the collaborator deck. And that is really good because when this runs out, we will actually begin to draw collaborators from the action deck. This one doesn't start with any collaborators. They have infiltrated our ranks, so we remove all collaborators from your hand to the top of the collaborator deck. And we have escort mission, resolve 1 evacuate action, cannot move on highways, and highways are the ones with the arrows. So we are getting up there. We need to reduce our stress here a lot. Okay, let's go to today's plan. Take a new tile. Inspire. Maybe we should do a quick response here. I think I actually should have increased the threat once more here. Meaning we should have used the 4 instead of the 3 to not gain stress. Sorry, backtracking. I gained 2 stress because there were 2 symbols, 2 threats, sorry, from this. Yeah, I'll play Sabotage over here. And we will use we go into order of operations. We take this as our active line. So they will gain reinforcements here. 1 going up to 7 guys in this army. We will increase the threat by 1 step, and we will do the reinforcement 1 again, up to 8. Then you start by doing sabotage. Place this. I don't like paratroopers. Maybe we should put it on paratroopers. Threat is really annoying as well. Let's go paratroopers. So sabotaging paratroopers. We can play a card with a discount of 1. I'm actually thinking about removing the bombing die from this city with our anti-air defense, so we can move in there and defend Nybergsund. I think we need to make one last stand somewhere. So I'll have to pay 1, and I'll use the gold reserve. Hope we redraw these in the future to remove a bombing die from a city. So Nybergsund is not bombed anymore. Then we do an army order. I'll move these 4 guys down here. Okay, next. No, chaos. We should take that immediately, because that only... it feels like every time that I've let the chaos stay in today's plan in the display, it just makes so much mess. It makes because it becomes stronger when it comes down, it gets more of these symbols on it. So I think I want to use the chaos now. I think we'll discard this resistance fighters to take the chaos tile. Where do we want to place it? Let's place it here. I don't know why exactly. So this is our primary. We go there, there, there. So we will do a German quick response. 1. So if a sabotage die is on the 1, they still just perform the thing that is under here. So that's not good for us. Stress, -1 willpower, going down there to the square above the threat. And they will perform a move because their momentum is above 0. So these guys will move up here. They can't move. That's great. So I actually think they will move here actually, because that's greater for them. These guys will occupy Elverum. So the king is not below. We have no troops there. No bombing. Remove 1. So this one is removed. They're still, though, occupying the city. So this one goes here. This chaos tile goes into the bag. And then we have to resolve all of these 3. So start with -1 morale. Get 1 collaborator, which give us 1 stress. The momentum goes up. Flip the lowest, which is this one. No bombing. Ooh, oh, that's good that we managed to remove. Hope they don't bomb again, though. Then we'll get a pressure cube and threat increase. Okay, that's not great. We then go into the German main response. This one is removed 2 actions from this. I sabotaged that one. There's no move because there's no things here, but we lose 2 morale as well. 1, 2. Ouch, 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 ouch. Now It's our turn to execute orders. Oh, chaos doesn't do anything. We have evacuate and repeat. So let's begin with evacuate. We will get a new route, add 1 die to the pool, and gain stress per die in the evacuation pool. So 1, 2. And then we'll repeat the evacuation, replan our journey to increase these to 2 and 4. And then we do an army order, moving these guys into Nybergsund for a final stand. Okay, new tile. Day's plan, strategize. Take the fire one. Put it here. They will gain a lot of reinforcements though, but it's inevitable. Where will I put it actually? Don't have any good stuff to use my orders with. Maybe it's better to put it here and shoot some paratroopers. I think so. But we don't have anything to do with that. We could actually get rid of the collaborator. That's not bad. But this is hard. I think I put this over here instead. Let's go there. Okay. Fire, sabotage, order. So quick response. 5. They will move. They move there. These guys move in Elverum. They also do an extra move. So these guys will go into the king space. These guys go here. Oops. We're so screwed. But they're now in our sector. Okay, so this will resolve in a combat. We have 1 strength and they have 2 strength. I will use this volunteers to get up to 2 strength. If we win the battle, we gain 2, which we do. So we remove 1 of the Germans. We have the volunteer card bonus, so let's go up 2 steps like that. We also could do the Valiant Defense. Let's do that to get rid of that one as well. And then we go to the German main response. This one goes down 1 step because this symbol. There's no threat. The morale is lowered once because of this. Now it's us. So we can fire, sabotage, and we can play 1 card with 1 discount. And now these are in the same sector, so we could actually do an ambush here, which would be great. Let's start with an ambush. We play order, play 1 with 1 discount. So we play ambush for 2. We need to discard these 2. Discarding a collaborator, remember losing morale. So ambush says remove X German regular troops from the sector. X is the number of Norwegian troops in the sector. You may remove max 3. We have 4 here, so we remove 3 from this huge army. It's not enough though. They still have 5. Maybe that was stupid. So they still have 5 and we have 4. Ouch. Okay, didn't think about that. Yeah, we can actually fire. So we shoot 1 down. That's Great. So now we can withstand for a while there. We will sabotage. Put this 6 on somewhere. Maybe we should make them move less. If they don't move, it's great for us actually. So let's put it on move. But it's not great now. Should put something where that's great now. Like reinforcements will be triggered a lot here, so let's put there. No more reinforcements. And then we have an army order to do. And we will produce troop there. Great. Okay, new plan. Today's plan, they slide down. Rest. We continue not to use these if we can, so inspire. Where do we put it? Let's put it here. So we go like this. It's a German main response. Quick response, sorry, reinforcements. So 1 troop there. We also have 4 here in our... So Germans won't move in, which is good. Because we don't have any cards either. Then they will resolve 2 reinforcements here. So saboteurs bomb those transports. And that is everything. This reinforcement, there's no symbols there, so it's to us to execute orders. We will evacuate, increasing planning journey, so increasing these dice. That. We will sabotage. We will just use the smuggle supplies, increase 1 die on the grid by 1 step. Increase this stress 1 step to 4. Then we have inspire going up 2 steps. Let's go like this 1, 2, take a card. Gold reserves. I don't want gold reserves. I want cards with some boosts here. Okay. Next one. Slide these down. Upgrade. Yeah, let's put Strategize there. Oh, there's no frame order, but we have that one and that one. So, start by strategizing, drinking 2 cards. 1, 2, 2 gold reserves and 1 artillery. Don't think we have had artillery yet. It says, if used in battle with at least another card, gain 2 more strength. And then we can do barrage by discarding 2 cards. Choose all Germans in an adjacent space to a German troop or the king and move them 1 step backwards. That's to push them back. That's pretty good. I will repeat Strategize to draw 2 more cards. 1, 2. Now we have a lot of golden reserves here. We could evacuate all of them if we discard 3 cards, and we can do that with discard here. But then we don't have any boosts for the coming attack. But maybe that's doesn't matter much. We will only gain 2 stress because we can't go lower. We'll gain 3 morale, which is a few cards. Could go 1, 2, 3. Get a card. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. We will do this. Hide in fishing boat storage. Evacuate all gold reserve cards, including this, in your hand from the game. Gain 1 morale and -1 stress per card you remove. So we have 1 discount, we need to pay 2. We discard these 2. And then we evacuate 3 gold reserves. Put them up there. And we gain 1, 2 stress. We lose 2 stress and we gain 3 morale. So 1, 2, 3. Take a new card. It's a 1. It's okay. Okay, next turn. These slide down. We've been lucky not to draw this last chaos tile. Okay, rest is pretty useless, isn't it? Losing 1 stress to get 1 upgrade is not great either. I think I really need to conserve my stress here, so let's take rest. Put it there. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. German quick response. 4 threat. Oh, that's terrible. We can resolve rest. Nothing happens. So do inspire. Go up 1, 2 to draw a card. Local transport. We can spend 2 cards to sneak through the forest, resolve 1 evacuation action. Cannot use highways. And we can discard 3 to travel by bus and train. Resolve 2 different evacuation actions. Gain stress. It's also 1 strength if we want to use it like that. We strategize, drawing 2 cards. 1, 2. We've seen those cards before. Then we have an army order. Let's move this guy up there. Now we come to report. The grid is full, so we move the chaos tiles to the reserve that's in the grid. We move the chaos tiles that is not in the grid in the display back to the bag. We place the evacuation order on top here and move all orders in the grid into this and the display into the bag. We shuffle, take 2, upgrade and fire. Oh, upgrade is the worst to get first. We flip the lowest numbered army order to its German side. So we have another move there. We then go to German demands. Take weak government. The Norwegian government wants to resign, choose to decline or ignore. If we decline again, I think we just have to ignore. We can't decline. We can't lose more willpower. So if we ignore it, we resolve 2 German reinforcements. So 1, 2. There are 3 there now. We get -1 morale for each ignored. So 1, go down like that. And we get 1 pressure cube here. So we lose if this is empty, and we lose if this is empty as well. Okay, an extra push. So we have 3 occupied cities. So 1, 2, 3. So we start by doing a reinforcement action. Going here up to 4. Then we do the move action. These guys won't move because we're in the same strength. But these guys will move here. So now they are 8 of them. Oh my god. This does not look great. We can resolve in the next step here. This one will remain there. We resolve our army orders equal to this number here. We have 2. So let's make 2 army orders. We mobilize once here and move it up like that. I think we will take fire. We need to reduce the Germans a little bit, so we lose 1 stress here. Put the fire here. Like that. We will put this here in the order of operations. There's no quick response. The Germans will reinforce in Elverum. And then they will increase their threat by 1. So they will gain a die to the German quick response. And this one goes down to 3. Then they will reinforce again. So now we have an army of 2 here. And now it's us. We will fire. Shooting down 1 here. So down to 7. Do an army order. Just recruit here again. Okay. Next. Let's see what we get. Order. Upgrade or evacuate. Really don't like upgrade this early. We can upgrade stuff in today's plan though. Like evacuating is also scary. Order, can we play any card? We discard a card. We need 2 cards to defend here against Germans. Upgrading fire isn't that great because it just makes we can shoot in an adjacent sector as a troop. Doesn't make us kill 2. That would be really great. So let's take upgrade, but we'll play it as an army order. Nah, let's upgrade stuff. Let's play like that. That's our main order. So this one will be reduced to 1 because there's 2 down here. Threat will be increased by 1 because of this. And the morale will be decreased by 2. 1, 2. And now, sorry, we have to put like that. This, of course. So let's fire again. Taking them down to 6. We upgrade. Maybe we should upgrade fire. Could upgrade order as well. You can upgrade stuff in today's plan. Or we could upgrade. Let's upgrade fire. I think maybe when paratroopers come back, we will have use for an upgrade fire. So we can shoot at adjacent sectors as well. Now we have an army order. So we move this guy up there. Okay. Next one. Rest. They have 2 in the quick response, which is terrible. Let's put this evacuate here. And remember, this is upgraded, so there's no German main response. Well, this is the primary one. Let's put it in the middle. And we put this on fire. Let's do it like that. So no German quick response and no German main response. So let's fire. Taking out another one. Going down to 5. And then we evacuate. So what should we do? Should we add a die? Losing 1 willpower? Or increasing these? Going 2 steps. I think we have to. But we have rest coming up, so maybe we should wait a little bit. Let's increase these. 4 and 6. We're planning our journey. Okay. Strategize. You're lucky not drawing much chaos this turn. So bombing, if they are bombing and there's no town in the sector above the frontmost German, they will actually perform a move action instead. So that is terrifying. If they move twice there. Resistance fighters is great. Increase the value of all Saboteur dice on the grid by 1 to 2. Let's do that. Play order. Put it here. This is our main. We go evacuate. We can't evacuate though, so let's go evacuate anyhow and do army order. So no German quick response. This one is removed, which is not great. So I wanted to increase that. They move once. So we have a battle here. And these guys will come after. So we have a strength of 4, they have a strength of 5. So we will use our volunteers to go up to a strength of 5, increasing our morale by 2, 1, 2. And also we remove 1 German. Oops. So 2. We lose 1 morale to remove 1 German more. And these ones go back. So now this one becomes 1 army of 5. That's great. We are resisting. We also have morale -1. And now it's us. Evacuating hurts us so much. We can go 2 steps. With this 4, we won't lose any. Yeah, that's only 2 steps. Let's do it. We go 2 steps, 1, 2, going into 3 of our troops here. Those are 3. So we will gain, because we had a 4, we have a 4 of threat -4, so 0 stress gain, but we gain a lot of morale because we have 3 units there. So let's go up 1, 2, 3. Taking another card. Norwegian infantry is great. Should we use that? So that's our evacuate. Our army order will be to mobilize there. And order, yeah. Let's do an ambush. We have to pay 2, so let's pay resistance fighters and local transport. Now let's keep local transport and remove that. So we played an ambush, removed 3 German troops in the same sector, max 3. We have 4 there, so we are able to do that. Now there are only 2 left here. We are making stand. Okay. Let's slide those down. Take chaos tile. That's not great. I will actually... I really want to rest as well, though. I want to get rid of that chaos tile as soon as possible. Yes. So, let's take the chaos tile. Put it here. That's our main. Army order. Fire. Ouch. Today we're going to do a quick response with 2 dice here. So 3 and 2. And if there's several dice, they were resolved in a ascending order. So reinforcement starts. And then paratroopers. Now the paratroopers come down here. So these are in the same space. Okay. Then we resolve this one twice. And threat is not resolved. They will bomb twice though. But the sector in front of the frontmost German has no town, so they will move twice instead. So these ones will not move because they don't have enough strength, and this one will move forward. And they will just stay put there because now they are only 3 against 4. This paratrooper will move towards me though, so 1, I think he will go there because that's better for his future. Okay, let's resolve our stuff. Upgrade. Let's fire this paratrooper. It was in another sector, but this fire is upgraded so we can shoot in this same or adjacent sectors. Remove the chaos, doesn't do anything. Can upgrade something. Let's upgrade the upgrade tile here. Oh, maybe strategize. Upgrade strategy. Yeah, let's upgrade strategize to number 2. So now we draw 3 cards and discard a card instead, and let's do an army order. These guys move up here, so we're now 4 there. Maybe we should move these guys down to just make a great stand down there. Scary if the paratroopers come though. Okay. Next one. Repeat. Now we absolutely take rest. Where do we put it? We have no cards to use with order. They will actually don't move at all if I place it down there. Yeah, let's place it down here. Go evacuate fire. German quick response because took all of them. 5 and 6 move and reinforcement. They won't move, but we have a reinforcement behind. Just and put. Okay, main response. They will move twice. This one is also for the first will be used twice. They will move twice, so this one will move in. Now they are 4. They're still below us, so they won't attack. That's great. We start by firing, shooting one of them. Going down to 3. We will rest. Going down 3. 1, 2, 3. We then evacuate. We will do a new route, add 1 die to the pool, and gain stress per die in the evacuation pool, so 2 stress. Okay, let's take the next one. Sabotage. Strategize, rest. Let's go strategize. Put it here. And let's do rest as our secondary. Support order. There's no quick response here now, but this one will be resolved once. And this one will be resolved once. And this bombing will be resolved once. There is no town in the sector above the frontmost German regular troops, so they will just perform a move, but they won't move because we have a greater number, which is great. So that's it. We start by strategizing, taking 3 cards. So 1, when the deck runs out, we have to shuffle this and Draw more cards, and now the collaborators that we've been discarding are in this deck now, which is not great. So take 2 more, and now we have to discard 1. We have a collaborator here. Whenever a collaborator card is added to your hand, gain 1 stress. So we gain 1 stress because it's added to our hand, and now we discard it. There, not to the collaborator deck. So we lose 1 morale. Okay, let's do a rest. 1, 2, 3. Great. Let's take next turn. Inspire. I would really much like to use rescue mission to get the German response, quick response lowered. But it's nice if we can use the ambush again. That would be amazing. Okay, repeat. Put it here. And then we go like that, that. German quick response, 4 and 5. That was on 0. So we gain a threat. And they move, but they don't move, which is really good. Okay, this won't, there's no German main responses that will be activated. Order, evacuate, we could strategize. That's really good. Let's start with evacuating here. Take 1 die. We go up 3 on the stress. 1, 2, 3. It's a little bit scary, but I think we have to. Then we repeat strategize to draw 3 cards, discarding 1. 1, 2, 3. 3 resistance fighters. Let's discard a resistance fighter. Now we use order. Let's do an ambush. It's too good. Do an ambush for 2. So we have to discard 2 cards. I'll discard these 2 resistance fighters. Keep that. So killing 3 more troops. I think this is the greatest run I've had in this game yet. Okay, we have an army order. What do we do with our army order? We should move these guys up here. Yes. Or do we move them down? I'm still very scared of paratroopers though. Let's move them up so we can get the morale boost while moving. We have no more stuff here, so these go down. Sabotage goes here for our main. We'll do the quick. We have paratroopers. I am actually unsure what happens when, because paratroopers, they go down in the sector in front of the frontmost German troop. And there are no German troops. So I think we just do a reinforcement. I can't find a good answer in the rules, so I will play it like that, and I will add text if I did it wrong. So when the German have to reinforce and there's no place, they just go to the frontmost occupied town. Let's rest and strategize. Sorry, I played 2 and 3, so of course there's a German reinforcement first, then there are paratrooper in the sector in front, so like that is the right play. Sorry for that. Okay, now we sabotage, rest, and strike. Let's start by resting. 1, 2, 3. Strategize, taking 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, and discard 1. discard artillery. We play Sabotage, so it's supposed to be like that. And I think we'll just increase this one to a 2. Okay, move Chaos Tiles to the reserve. Move all these orders into the bag. This. Flip the lowest. Chaos. That is scary. I'll explain that soon. We have demand. I think we have to ignore it. Again, resolve 2 German reinforcement. If we can't decline it because we have to spend 3 willpower. We only have 2. So we'll decline it. 2 German reinforcements. 1, 2. And -1, so we get -2 morale and 1 pressure here. 1 more of these and we lose. So we have to get the move on. Okay, we go here. There are 3 towns occupied. 1, 2, 3. So reinforcements. We have 3 here now. And then they will do a move. So we move there. These 3 will go here. And these ones go up again towards the king. Then we have 1 army movement to do. Army order. Let's go with all these guys over here. That. Sorry, I have to put evacuate up there. I forgot. It has to be there. And we need also, of course, to take 2 of these up there. Inspire. Strategize. Okay, today's plan. We could go directly to evacuate. Put evacuate in the middle because there's no German main response, if that is the primary. Let's do that. We will choose to discard to gain evacuate. Where should we put it though? Maybe it's best here. Put it up there now. Yeah. We have an army order. Let's evacuate. So we could take another die. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's scary. But we need to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be the best. Let's try. Take another pool, a new route, add 1 die to the pool and gain stress per die in the evacuation pool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will I be able to make this? This is insane. This is the first time. Okay. Army order. Don't want to do any army orders. I will stay put. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let them stay there. So next tile. And there was no German responses because the evacuate was upgraded, of course. So we have fire there. Let's put strategize here. Let's do strategize. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Discard 1. Discard anti-air defense. Some more gold. Good. Let's evacuate. And now we have to move on. This is on 5. So, because we have a 6 here, we can go 4 steps without losing any stress. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We go past 4 of these guys, so get 4 morale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just go up. We do 1 army order. Now I feel like we should be more aggressive and go back here. Let's go back. Try to join up with them. And the king can go. This will be rough though. We only have this turn left, then we'll lose our pressure cube and lose. So let's make this. These go down. Let's see what we get. Upgrade. We really need a rest. Let's take Inspire. Yeah, let's put it here. Like that. This one goes down 1 step. They move twice. They won't move up there. These guys go here. And these ones go there. So these are 4. They won't move in. And this one will go 1 more step. I guess I am blocking this now from the Paratrooper. That's good. Let's do Inspire. Go up 2. Should we go up to 3 here? I think that's greedy. Let's go to the... Let's do 1, 2, like that. Collaborator. No! We get stress equal to the amount to collaborate. So we get 1 stress. Go down there. Losing 1 willpower. We'll have 1 willpower left. Will we be able to do it? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need need to go twice. If we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah. So evacuate. We will plan the journey going up 2, 2, 2. Let's move down. Rest. Yes. Oh, should we take it immediately? No, we don't need rest right now. We need to fire though, but we can't shoot this one because we're not in the same sector, but we have upgraded fire. So let's take this fire. This king is on that space. Should we put it in the middle, really? No. Let's put it here. No, the quick response is too good. Maybe we could actually reduce the quick response a little bit. 4. Yeah. But yeah. Let's play. We need to remove 1 collaborator. Going down. Discard this. Oh, did I put it here? That was not right. Put it here. And there. Play rescue mission. Yeah. To remove this populate this quick response die, then we fire here. So paratroopers here. Sorry, we have to do the quick response first. 6 reinforcements. Then paratroopers twice. There are 2 paratroopers there. Morale 2, 1, 2, and that's it. Now we fire. We can't shoot any paratroopers, but yes, we can. Yes, we can. Let's shoot this paratrooper. This is actually a really good spot to be in, because we are blocking the paratroopers from coming to our king. Strategize. 2 Collaborator. I will discard the Collaborator. Down 1. I could do an ambush. We still... I think we need to focus on getting the king out now. So, no. Let's maybe try to use this or travel this one to do two evacuation actions. Yes, let's do that. We do travel by bus and train, discarding 3 cards. We resolve 2 different evacuation actions. I didn't think about that they had to be different. I wanted to plan twice. Let's plan once. Okay, 3, we go 1, 2, 3. Yes. So, and then we have to move now. So 3, we go up 2 stress. We go 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. This is the furthest I've ever gotten in this game. And now we do this evacuate. Yes. Oh, I should have done that before. I backtrack. I do that before I raise them all to 4. So I lose 1 less stress. Yes, I am kind to myself. Army order, do nothing. Am I going to win this? Maybe. Order, play 1 with 1 discount. Upgrade, we really want to rest. Let's use upgrade. Or we could do rest immediately. We lose and we gain immediately. But we won't gain enough though. 1, 2, 3. We need 3 to get down. Can I just win here? If I place this here. Upgrade. Now I go like this. Evacuate, inspire. We do a German quick response. 1. That is stress. No. No, not stress. That was maximum unluck. But yeah, we can do it anyway. So, oops. Let's start with inspire. Go up 2. We then evacuate. We have to move now. We remove a die, gain 1 stress, because we have 5 threat. Go 2 spaces. 1, 2. I won. Oh my god. That's crazy. I've played this, I think, 8 times now. And I only come up to here. I really hope I haven't messed any rules up this game. So, I think that about cover it all. I haven't explained forced escape. When you can't defend with the king and like a paratrooper comes in and you can't defend, you have to make a forced escape. And for each gold reserve card in your hand, you get -1 morale and -1 stress. You move the highest die in the evacuation pool to the quick response pool. And you also move the king 1 step. And you gain 1 pressure. Then you remove 1 German troop in the place where you were. So it's really not good. And there you have it. That was a full solo playthrough of Crown and Courage. This game is really designed to be a brutal challenge, and I think that is the charm of a game like this. I had no idea that I was going to win it for the first time while doing this playthrough. But you really feel like you are being hunted all the time. If you find the game too difficult, you can focus purely on the king's survival, as I did. I actually evacuated 3 gold reserves, which is really good as well. But If you're a veteran, you try to save every last bar of gold. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. And thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.